Hi everyone, it's Mitch. It's Wednesday, October 29th, and we had a couple football games last night. We went 1-1. Houston, we have a problem. You guys can't hold on to the ball in the rough weather games, and we did mention that if the weather changed, that we would have different feelings. I didn't come back and say anything, and it cost us, and we made it up on the other end with Buffalo, who you know I I don't know why they show these games. These are not like a ringing endorsement, and I know that they're trying to give exposure to some of the other schools, but wow, it can be rough to watch sometimes, even for the hardcore college football fan. In any event, let's move on to some happier subjects. I want to welcome all the fans of the University of Alabama to my site. You guys are just a class act, and I've enjoyed reading all of your comments and commentary and all of your kind words towards me. I'd like to, also talk about, the picking contest. The picks went out last night. Got a couple back, right away. There's a couple of guys that, this is my first thought, this is my gut, and that's how they pick the games. And everyone has their own style, and that's great. And we got a full slate of games this week, and let's just talk about a couple of them real quick that I've talked about in the blog today so far. Oregon State Beavers. This would have been like my lock, big game of the year and all that kind of good stuff. I backed off just a tiny bit. The line has moved so much. I mean, a 50% line move on a 10-point game. It's up 14 and a half. I've seen it 15 and a half. I still think the Beavers are good in this one. I still think they cover. It's just I liked it better at 10. I'll tell you that much. And I still might change my rating and rate it a little higher. Also, another team that I like and I've liked all season long is the Troy Trojans. 6-1 against the number. We've had 6 wins with the Trojans this year. Well, against only that one loss. The thing that we like about Troy is there always seems to be so much value on these guys. I'm not sure why the rest of the country and the rest of the people that follow this stuff, they seem to be missing something, and it's like, I don't know, we're all over it, and it's like they play against these teams in their conference that are like 2-win teams, and you got to remember, like, North Texas is in their conference, so that's a guaranteed win. And in this case, they're playing a team that their one win is, they have 2 wins. One is against North Texas, and one was against a Division I AA team. When we look at Troy, yeah, they have 2 losses this year. They lost at Ohio State and they lost to Oklahoma State. I'm sorry, there's just no shame in that. They covered easily in that Ohio State game. They didn't cover the Oklahoma State game. That's the one game they didn't cover. I'm all over the Trojans again this week. They're only laying 10 points. I've seen it as low as 9.5. That thing goes down to 9.5. I'm going to hit the Trojans one more time because they've been money for us all year, and they're going to continue to be all as long as people continue to disrespect them, they're going to be easy money because they're playing a team this week that can't stop the run, they can't stop the pass, and Troy is very good at running and passing and scoring and playing defense and winning ball games and covering point spreads. One of the games that I'm also looking at is the Florida International Louisiana Lafayette game, and I don't have a lot to say about this one. You guys can read more about it, but I just think it's really interesting that name 10 teams that are 6-1 against the number this year. More than likely, these aren't 2 names that are going to come flying off of your tongue, and the fact is that they both are. So we have a lot of games to talk about this week. We have Oregon and Cal, and I talk about that one in the blog. And we have, all the ones that I talked about yesterday, the TCU and, things like that, all those picks are available, in the blog, and you guys can see them. And I have some really strong convictions this week. So, thanks for joining me, and I'll be back tomorrow. We got 1 football game tomorrow. We have no football on Friday, but the full slate on Saturday, the cocktail party. I know Jordan has a lot to say about that one. He's been sending me a couple emails already this week, and he has some pretty strong opinions. And we'll be seeing his picks up on the site real shortly as well. So this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Get your picks in for the picking contest. For those who aren't eligible yet, be sure to sign up and get that whole ball rolling. It's been a lot of fun, and it starts new every week, so you guys haven't missed anything. So thanks for joining me. Have a great day.